Hi guys, Kane Harrison here. Welcome to the Nashville Real Estate Show. We're of course at the Littman Group, Sotheby's International Realty, where we come to you live every single week. We are of course joined with our wonderful co-hosts, which are Larry Littman.
Thank you.
And Gloria Exum.
Hello.
It's great to be back.
Absolutely.
And we know the market is as hot as ever right now, but we're going to talk about something that perhaps you don't hear quite so often because it's kind of been put on the back burner. But of course, at the Sotheby's International Realty, the Littman Group, they do everything. We're going to talk about open homes. Gloria, you can kick this topic off. As we said, I think that it used to be a thing of the past where perhaps couples would get together on a Sunday afternoon after brunch and drive around and have a look at some homes. But it's kind of been put on the back burner a little bit, but you guys love it and do it.
Absolutely, Kane. And it's really can be just amazingly beneficial to our sellers to give them that one extra push to market their homes. And a lot of people have gotten away from it because, you know, the real estate community is really busy, obviously. And also, you know, it is a little thought of as an old school real estate tactic, but we believe that they work. And we are definitely encouraging our agents, and we also hold our homes open. And we do encourage our agents to talk to the seller about whether or not their home is really appropriate for an open home, though, because not every house is, depending on location or maybe the actual property itself.
And I imagine it is a big undertaking for the home owner to put their home up for an open home, to present it the way that it should be. But you guys walk people through that too, obviously.
We do that from the beginning.
Yeah.
When we take the listing, we help them get the house so that it looks the best that it can possibly look. Also with an open house, our people, our brokers, our associates, they try to romance the house and really show the house in the perspective that a buyer would be interested in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do speak from experience with Larry and Gloria and having them over at my place to list it. So they do definitely have the idea. And I mean, from a seller's perspective, when you're living in the home, it's kind of hard to remove yourself from it and set it up the way that perhaps someone else might like to see it. But as mentioned, you guys walk everyone through that right from the start.
Right, and I always tell my clients when I come and meet with them that we decorate to live in, but we stage to sell.
Yeah.
And so we want to be able to depersonalize the home a little bit, but at the same time we want it to have a warm and inviting feel. But as we are holding an open house, we can literally demonstrate the property. And not every real estate agent out there knows how to demonstrate. So it's all about the art of guiding that client through the home, being able to give the information that's really pertinent to that property to the client to best represent it.
Well, I just love that the Littman Group, Sotheby's International Realty, have such a great marketing strategy. I mean, we talk about the latest things like videos like this on social media, right through to the beautiful homes that we show via video, right down to the old school of let's meet and greet. Let's get people through the houses and present them beautifully. Gloria and Larry, you must have stories about open homes where you find buyers that you probably would never have found before because they've wandered through and just fell in love with the house. Tell us about it.
That's true. I had one not too long ago that did fall in love with the house and hadn't even thought about going into the house.
Yeah.
And the reason, they had seen the video and they thought, what an interesting house. But there was the way the husband said is that there was some wood in the house that he just didn't like the color of it. And so they didn't really think about coming in. But that particular Sunday, his wife persuaded him and he walked in and he said, you know, the color is really good.
Yeah.
And within 2 days, they wrote an offer.
Fantastic. Well, don't forget, you guys, if you need any more information from Larry or Gloria, all the information is above our heads here, and you just have to click a link, come through to the website where you can get in contact with both Larry or Gloria, and of course anyone else here at the Littman Group, Sotheby's International Realty. So let's talk about the open homes that are coming up. Do we do it every Sunday, or is it just a specialty thing that we do for clients?
Well, I have one situation where the house has been on the market for a little while, and we want to have as many people through the home, and this is one way to get them in the house.
For sure.
And I'm doing this particular house every other Sunday.
Fantastic.
It also helps the real estate community that if they have a buyer that they're trying to show the property to, if we have a listing that we're holding open, we have it open, say 2 to 4 or 1 to 5 or whatever the hours are, then that's also another opportunity for the general real estate community that have those buyers to bring those buyers in and co-op, you know, that effort with us to sell the property. Larry was mentioning that particular situation, but every week we actually have a list of properties that we as a company hold open, and we put that out on our social media, and we put that out into the community so people know what we have open.
It's fantastic, and I think, as I said, if you're in the market, it's a wonderful way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Now, I know not for everyone, but we certainly enjoy going and having a look at houses perhaps we thought we wouldn't be interested in. So I think it's fantastic that you're doing it. I love the personal touch that the Lippman Group, Sotheby's International have. But,
and if someone is working with an agent and they come by themselves without the agent, we as agents and as a company will certainly work with their agent.
Absolutely.
Right, because that happens a lot. I mean, you know, people have a buyer's representative and they spontaneously decide to walk in a home without their realtor. That's not an issue for us at all. That's really one of the first questions we ask people is, are you working with a realtor? And if they are, it's fantastic. Who's your realtor? We want to make sure we keep them, you know, engaged, and we'll keep them up to date because, you know, if their client comes in and loves our home, first thing we'll do is reach out to their realtor.
Fantastic, and everyone's well and truly looked after. Well, we've so enjoyed this segment of the Nashville Real Estate Show. So, Larry, thanks so much for filling us in on the open houses.
Thank you, Kay.
Absolutely, and Gloria, as always, wonderful to have you. And we'll see you soon on the Nashville Real Estate Show. Hey guys, Kane Harrison here. Welcome to the Nashville Real Estate Show. We are, of course, at the Lippman Group Sotheby's International Realty, and we are joined by Gloria Exum, as always. Welcome, Gloria.
Hello.
And Stephanie Kelly, Marketing Director right here at the Lippman Group Sotheby's International Realty. And we've met Stephanie a bunch of times, but we're going to bring Stephanie back because right here, Sotheby's International Realty, Lippman Group, they always do something fantastic. I believe it's every 6 months we get the Artist Series, and it is indeed the Artist Series. We've touched on it before, but it's coming up and we want you to attend. So Stephanie, give us all the details.
So the Visiting Artist Series is next Thursday, August 20th from 5 to 7. And there's going to be live music by Fletcher, Bell, and Ward, hors d'oeuvres, cocktails. And we're also going to have a jewelry...
like a trunk show?
Trunk show, yes. Yeah. And the artist is Debbie Dorr.
I think it's awesome, and Gloria, you can touch on this because I haven't yet been, but we're definitely coming to this one. We're going to bring the cameras along. But what a great way just to bring the community into the Lippman Group and let them not only get to see this wonderful premises that you have, get to know the agents a little bit, and just relax. What a great night.
It is tons of fun, and I've been with the company. I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary, and shortly after I joined the Lippman Group, we had our first Artist Series, and I didn't know what to expect, but it was really fun. It was very comfortable. Everyone is just having fun and getting to know one another, and it's a great opportunity to talk about real estate or not to talk about real estate, just whatever. And we were excited to see such fantastic turnout last time, and it's amazing always to see where everyone comes from and how they heard about it.
I think it's so great. I mean, an opportunity for you guys to thank past customers that you've worked with and then perhaps meet some new ones. I mean, what a great opportunity. Now, you might be able to see behind us that there is very little art on the wall. In fact, a couple over there that you can't see, but in episodes gone by, the walls are covered. Now, explain that. What's going on here, Stephanie?
With regards to not having art on the wall right now?
It's because we're doing the changeover.
Right. And so he comes this Friday and he will put up his artwork, and then we're going to unveil it next Thursday for everybody to see.
It stays for the entire 6 months?
It stays for the entire 6 months. And then the night of the event, any proceeds, there's a certain percentage that goes to the W.O. Smith School of Music.
Fantastic.
Yes.
The really cool thing, as we were mentioning, is that the artwork stays on the walls, the jewellery not so much, but the artwork will stay on the walls. And of course, you guys can wander on in here and have a look, meet everyone, and you can purchase it right from here, which is so brilliant. Now, Gloria, I know you're super excited about this, and you too have been travelling around all over the countryside learning more things to bring back to the Lippman Group. But your marketing strategies are fantastic. This is just another added bonus to what you guys do. So Stephanie and Gloria, I know you guys have been traveling around and learning a bunch of different things, touching base with the other Sotheby's groups around the countryside, and you guys bring back some fantastic marketing strategies and develop some of your own. Walk us through some of the things you have.
So we have our Sotheby's International Realty website, and you can search by lifestyles, and you also can search by different angles, so living rooms and kitchens and so forth. We also have our films that we're producing, both for our agents individually, but also community videos that we place on our website. What else?
Well, I just want to say one more thing about the community videos. We're really excited about all the new videos that are getting ready to be placed on our always new and improved website. We're always changing things.
Right.
Stephanie does a fantastic job with that. But if you are moving from another area and you're not sure which area of Nashville that you want to look at real estate, this is so exciting because now you'll be able to watch videos about the Gulch or 12 South or East Nashville and just getting more intimately acquainted with different wonderful areas of the city.
I think it's such a great idea because we take that for granted in the fact, hey Kane, do you want to come down and perhaps have a glass of wine in the Gulch? But for someone outside of town, they're like, what is that place? And
Right.
they don't know how dynamic it is. And with the films, you know, we're able to show just how dynamic some of these areas are, which is absolutely brilliant.
And I just want to say, being from Nashville, I think that it's so unique now that each little area has its own identity and a name that you refer to it. So that is exactly correct. If you're not from the city, everything's just Nashville.
Yeah.
But now we're really being able to show some unique flair for each area.
Yeah. And video is such a great way to do it, these short
Yeah.
films. So one more time, tell us a little bit about location, date and time for the artist series.
Location is here.
Right here.
So it's 2002 Richard Jones Road, Suite C, 104, and right here in Green Hills. And it's next Thursday, August 20th from 5 to 7 p.m.
I think it's fantastic. Well, we hope to see you here. You can just come in, wander around, meet everybody, and then leave. You don't have to stay for the whole time, but I guarantee that you will because it is such a good time. Thank you both so much again for joining us. Stephanie, we need to get you back to tell us a little bit more about these exciting films that we're doing around town. And we love hearing from you guys. So, of course, contact the Littman Group. We've got the links to the website up above, and you can go and search all those wonderful homes yourselves. But until then, I'm Kane Harrison, and we'll see you next time on the Nashville Real Estate Show.